The G20 is a group of 19 countries in the European Union that come together to discuss and collaborate on global economic issues. Its members include major economies from around the world. The G20 aims to promote economic stability, sustainable development, and international cooperation. Here are questions related to G20. Question 1. What is the purpose of the G20 meeting? Answer. The G20 meeting is a gathering of leaders from 19 countries and the European Union. They come together to talk about important global economic issues and find ways to solve them. The main goal of the G20 is to promote teamwork and cooperation among these countries, so they can work together to make the world economy better and help people around the world. Question 2. When and where was the most recent G20 meeting held? Answer. The most recent G20 meeting was held in insert location, in insert year. The G20 meetings usually happen once a year, and each time, a different country hosts the meeting. Leaders from all the member countries come together to discuss important topics and make decisions that can affect the whole world. Question 3. Who are the members of the G20? Answer. The G20 consists of 19 countries and the European Union. The 19 countries are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The European Union represents its member countries as a single entity in the G20 meetings. Question 4. What are the key issues discussed at the G20 meetings? Answer. The G20 meetings cover a wide range of important topics. Some of the key issues discussed include how to promote economic growth, ensure financial stability, encourage fair trade between countries, and cooperate on global challenges like climate change and poverty. The leaders also talk about ways to reduce inequality and improve the lives of people around the world. Question 5. How often are the G20 meetings held? Answer. The G20 meetings are held once a year. The host country for each meeting changes every time. It's a special event where leaders from different countries come together to discuss important matters and find solutions that can benefit everyone. Question 6. What is the significance of the G20 in global governance? Answer. The G20 is significant in global governance because it represents the largest and most influential economies in the world. When the leaders from these countries meet, they have the power to make decisions that can have a big impact on the global economy and people's lives. The G20 is a platform where countries can work together, share ideas, and find common solutions to global challenges. Question 7. How does the G20 differ from other international organizations, such as the United Nations or the World Bank? Answer. The G20 is different from other international organizations like the United Nations or the World Bank because it focuses specifically on economic issues. While the United Nations covers a wide range of topics including peace, security, and social development, and the World Bank focuses on providing financial assistance and development projects, the G20 is mainly concerned with global economic cooperation and making decisions that can improve the world economy. Question 8. What outcomes or agreements have been reached in past G20 meetings? Answer. In past G20 meetings, several outcomes and agreements have been reached. These include commitments to promote economic growth, measures to stabilize financial markets, agreements on trade policies to encourage fair and open markets, and initiatives to address climate change and promote sustainable development. The G20 meetings also serve as a platform for leaders to discuss and coordinate their efforts on global issues, fostering cooperation and collaboration among member countries. Question 9. How does the G20 address global economic challenges? Answer. The G20 addresses global economic challenges by bringing together leaders from the largest economies to discuss and find solutions to common problems. They talk about ways to promote economic growth, create jobs, and ensure financial stability. The G20 also focuses on reducing inequality and poverty by discussing policies that can improve the lives of people around the world. Question 10. How does the G20 promote cooperation among its member countries? Answer. The G20 promotes cooperation among its member countries by providing a platform for leaders to come together and discuss important issues. The meetings encourage dialogue, sharing of ideas, and collaboration between countries. Through these discussions, the G20 aims to find common ground and reach agreements that can benefit all member countries and the global economy as a whole. Question 11. What role does the host country play in organizing the G20 summit? Answer. The host country of the G20 summit plays a crucial role in organizing the event. They are responsible for arranging the venue, coordinating logistics, and ensuring the smooth running of the meetings. The host country also has the opportunity to set the agenda and highlight specific priorities or themes they want to address during the summit. It is a chance for the host country to showcase its capabilities and influence the discussions. Question 12. What is the G20's stance on climate change and environmental issues? Answer. The G20 recognizes the importance of addressing climate change and environmental issues. In their meetings, they discuss ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote clean and renewable energy sources, and support sustainable development practices. However, reaching a consensus on specific actions can sometimes be challenging due to differing perspectives among member countries. Nonetheless, the G20 remains committed to finding common ground and taking collective action to address these pressing global challenges. Question 13. How does the G20 engage with non-member countries or organizations? Answer. The G20 engages with non-member countries and organizations through various mechanisms. They often invite guest countries that have important perspectives or contributions to offer in specific discussions. The G20 also cooperates with international organizations such as the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, seeking their expertise and collaborating on shared goals. Additionally, the G20 of May hold outreach sessions or consult with representatives from civil society and business sectors to incorporate diverse viewpoints and foster inclusive decision-making. Question 14. What initiatives or declarations have been made to address issues of poverty and inequality at the G20 meetings? Answer. The G20 has made various initiatives and declarations to address issues of poverty and inequality. These include commitments to promote inclusive growth, improve access to education and healthcare, enhance social protection, and empower women and youth. The G20 recognizes that reducing poverty and inequality are critical for sustainable development and achieving a fairer and more prosperous world. Member countries work together to share best practices, exchange ideas, and implement policies that can uplift the lives of the most vulnerable populations. Question 15. How does the G20 contribute to international financial stability? Answer. The G20 contributes to international financial stability by fostering cooperation and coordination among its member countries. They discuss and implement measures to stabilize financial markets, regulate the banking sector, and address systemic risks. The G20 also supports the work of international financial institutions, such as the International Monetary Fund, in providing financial assistance to countries facing economic challenges. By promoting dialogue and collaboration, the G20 helps to strengthen the resilience and stability of the global financial system, which is crucial for sustainable economic growth and prosperity. Question 16. How do the leaders decide what to talk about at the G20 meeting? Answer. The leaders at the G20 meeting discuss topics that are important for the world's economy. They choose these topics based on what issues are affecting countries around the world and what needs to be done to make things better. They consider things like how to create more jobs, how to improve trade between countries, and how to make sure everyone has a fair chance to succeed. Question 17. Can decisions made at the G20 meeting affect regular people like us? Answer. Yes, the decisions made at the G20 meeting can affect regular people like us. When leaders from different countries come together and agree on things, it can lead to changes in policies and actions that can impact our lives. For example, if they decide to work together to reduce poverty, it can mean more opportunities and support for people in need. Their decisions can also affect things like the prices of goods we buy, the availability of jobs, and the overall stability of the economy. Question 18. How does the G20 help countries work together? Answer. The G20 helps countries work together by providing a place for leaders to meet, talk, and share ideas. It's like a big team where countries can collaborate and find common ground on important issues. By discussing their challenges and finding solutions together, countries can learn from each other's experiences and support one another in making positive changes. This teamwork and cooperation can make a big difference in solving global problems and creating a better world for everyone. Question 19. What happens after the G20 meeting ends? Answer. After the G20 meeting ends, the leaders go back to their countries and start working on the decisions and agreements made during the meeting. They communicate with their teams and government officials to put the plans into action. Sometimes, they need to make new laws or policies to implement what was agreed upon. They also stay in touch with each other to monitor progress and continue the collaboration until the next G20 meeting. Question 20. How does the G20 involve young people like me? Answer. The G20 recognizes the importance of involving young people like you. They believe that young people have valuable ideas and perspectives that can contribute to shaping a better future. Some G20 meetings include special programs or events where young people can share their thoughts and proposals. They also encourage youth organizations and networks to provide input and engage with G20 discussions. It's important for young people to stay informed, speak up, and get involved in global issues that affect their generation.